Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are doing a Course in Miracles lessons, and we are on lesson 340 today. Today's lesson states, I can be free of suffering today. Father, I thank you for today and for the freedom I am certain it will bring. This day is holy, for today your Son will be redeemed. His suffering is done. For he will hear your voice directing him to find Christ's vision through forgiveness and be free forever from all suffering. Thanks for today, my Father. I was born into this world, but to achieve this day and what it holds in joy and freedom for your Holy Son and for the world he made, which is released along with him today. That's the end of the prayer. Be glad today. Be glad. There is no room for anything but joy and thanks today. Our Father has redeemed his Son today. Not one of us but will be saved today. Not one who will remain in fear, and none the Father will not gather to himself. Awake in heaven in the heart of love. And that is the end of lesson 340. I can be free of suffering today. This is an opportunity to make a choice. We have been given the offer to correct our errors of thinking, of judgment, of deciding, of choosing in this world. And we are being offered the opportunity to be redeemed, to forgive everything that we thought was wrong, erroneous, that we thought was evil or dark, and to become free and be filled with the joy and the love that is not only our birthright, but it is the essence of who we are. And so begin today to choose to let go of your idea that you need to suffer in this world. When you are faced with something that is challenging your peace, you have the opportunity to decide how you want to proceed. You can decide that whatever is your blip can be an opportunity for learning, can be a piece of communication that is showing you that you are headed off your own track. And so let this be the opportunity to end your suffering today. Let's see what Tina Spalding's channelings tell us. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. Many of you will say, no, I cannot be free of suffering today. I have a mortgage I can't pay. I have children running around the house screaming. I have a partner I don't love anymore. My body is out of shape, and on and on and on. If you change the way you view things, change your stories, and instead say, yes, this is what is manifested right now from my past decisions, beliefs, and ideas, then in this moment, you can decide to let it be what it is. You can choose today, in this very instant, to focus on the love that is present in all things. This being, Tina Spalding, has penned a book called Love and a Map to the Unaltered Soul. And in that book, love is redefined for all of you because you are genuinely misled about what love is and what another person, place, thing, object, or experience is involved in. You are a demonstration of love because you are alive. You have been created. And just in this miracle alone, you should be grateful. Instead of lamenting your life, in this moment, you can joyously appreciate it and be grateful that your children are running around the house. It means they're healthy. It means they are full of energy. Take them outside to the woods and say, come on, kids, let's go. I'm going to leave whatever I'm doing. Let's go get you some fresh air. That is love. And that is a decision that you can make this very moment. When you have a mortgage and the payments are overwhelming, you can say, these are all decisions that I made in the past based on what I believed to be true back then. But today I can say to myself, these things that I thought were so valuable and would make me happy do not make me happy. Is there a way I can see them with joy? Is there a way I can see and reframe the story I have about them? Perhaps I could tell myself, you have chosen these things. You have signed the papers for these things. Perhaps now you see that you were deluded. Perhaps now you see that you were seeking something in the purchase that you did not receive, but that is not the purchase's fault. That was based on an incorrect belief that you held and perhaps still hold in your mind. Today can be the day you decide, I'm going to get out of this situation. I'm going to plan my escape carefully and calmly. I'm not going to rush into doing anything drastic, but I'm going to see the truth that these things I have spent a lot of money on have not made me happy. Perhaps there's a change of direction I can make this very moment, this very day, by looking at what is causing me suffering, by my thoughts about it, and deciding, first of all, to change my thoughts about it, which means the suffering will end. Also, you can say, this thing no longer pleases me, so I'm going to make plans to change this thing, this appearance of this thing in my life. It is all mindset. You can stop suffering today by accepting what is as a demonstration of the thought processes and beliefs that you have had, and that is forgiveness. That means you are forgiving the errors that got you into this pickle that you think you're in. You will reap the rewards of the change of mindset immediately. You will immediately stop suffering as soon as you stop judging what's going on in your life. We have often recommended 30 days of radical acceptance of your life so that you can actually see your life without resistance. Actually, look at the situations you find yourselves in without hating them and therefore not getting the lessons. Because when you hate them, you resist them, you push them away. You are not saying, come to me, come close to me and show me what you need me to see. That is something all of you would benefit from. 30 days of radical acceptance of what your life is right now. Looking at it and saying, I am seeing this. This is what I want. It must have been what you wanted because there it is, manifested in front of you. You must own your part in the manifestation of the suffering you are engaged in, but the mental side of it can be stopped immediately. Know that you are the captain of your ship. You are the creator of everything you experience. In fact, you are only experiencing your consciousness. You think you're experiencing the world, but you are not. You are experiencing your talk about the world, your story about the world, your vision of the world, and your perception of the world. You are only ever experiencing yourself. So if you do not like parts of your life that cause you suffering, go inside and shift the parts of your consciousness that keep you choosing that thing. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you tomorrow. You are only ever experiencing yourself. That is a very powerful statement, but it's also an empowering statement because if I know that I'm only experiencing myself and my consciousness and I'm not liking it, I can change my mind. If I am not liking the road that I am on, I can change directions. And I have the power to see this differently. The other piece in that channeling that resonates most with me is the part about accepting and calling that piece of the suffering to you and saying, come here, come, sit, let's chat. Tell me what it is I need to see. Tell me what it is about this that I am suffering from and help me understand that suffering because there is a lesson in it. When we have an illness, when we have a relationship issue, we can simply stop and decide what it is we need to see within that relationship, within that illness that is disrupting our peace, that is causing us to move off track. And when we understand that, we can redirect and we can shift back onto our path. Radically accept where you are. It has come about because of your consciousness, but it can also change because of your consciousness. And there are many, many gifts in every situation. And so rather than seeing this as a source of suffering, see this as a source of learning and a source of love. Have a spectacular day, everyone. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.